So I am coming to you with a clean beauty makeup routine. I just was about to start getting ready, and you know what? I said, let me hop on to this live and share with you a few things that I've been using that have been very special in my whole transition in clean beauty. But let me just come back in a moment and add a few more products. Okay, now we're back. So one of the first things I like to do, of course, in my um, makeup routine, let me just start presenting now. So yes, first thing I want to present here in my makeup routine is this Exa Beauty Jumpstart Smoothing Primer. This is amazing. It is very nice and matte. As you can see, like it has a nice creamy texture to it. So I just like to rub it on the back of my hands, warm it up just a little bit, and then I'll start to put it on the areas that I like to focus on. So my cheeks, rubbing it in, getting it on to my forehead. Sometimes I need a little bit more, but I think this is almost enough in all of it. So this is a very crucial step in making sure that your makeup comes out very much like on and it doesn't move and shift through the night, you know? So want to make sure you have that. So yeah, have a beauty blender. There's been a few clean beauty foundations that I've been able to find here on the app, and I think has been really great in just having a nice formulation for brown skin. So yeah, so Vapor Beauty has this amazing soft focus foundation that is all clean, and I think that it's one of the best brands out there when it comes to the coloring for darker skin tones. So the color I have here is 145S, 145S, and then I have 155S, which is more of my color in the summertime. Sometimes I'll use this as a contour on my in my makeup routine, but other than that, 145S gets me right. So just pump a little on the back of my hand. You can see the texture, nice and creamy. It's not too runny, but very much high performative. Just see how that like blends into my skin right there. Um, it does have a bit of a shine to it, but that's why we have the Beauty Blender to help bring it down just a little bit and pat it into the skin. So as you can see, this is the side of the foundation. You can see it just blends right into my skin. Very nice. Very nice. So just gonna fill up on the other side. Blend, blend, blend. A little bit with the fingers and then finish it up with the Beauty Blender. Like this. Beauty Blender is everything. So I think I'm pretty heavy-handed when it comes to how I blend with my beauty blender, but promise you, you can be just as light or just as um, into it as I am, whichever one. As long as we have a blended out finish, then we're good. And I actually have a wedding to go to today, so I know that I'm gonna reach for this foundation when I'm looking for like something that's going to be high performance, gives me a nice shine and glow, and then can also work well throughout the rest of the day. So this is one of my go-tos. Just gonna add a little bit of foundation. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Forehead as well. Bum. Bum, 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 bum. So now that I have my foundation all over, everything is set it on my face for the most part. Then I like to go in with stuff for my brows. So for my brows, I'll be using this Wonder 2 Wonder Brow extension stuff. It is a nice pomade and it comes with this like wand. So you wouldn't just like go like this over your eyebrows. It also comes with a stick, a brush. I mean, my whole makeup bag right now. And the brush is pretty good. I like it a lot because it is very firm and it also is double-ended with a spoolie. So this comes together in a set. When you purchase this one, this is going to come with it automatically, which is amazing. And to do my brows, I can't look at the camera and do my brows. I have to look at my mirror. But ultimately, I just take this brush and I'll take some product onto it like this, and I'll go in and fill in my brows as normal. So use the spoolie to brush the hairs up, and then go in to filling in my brows accordingly. I like to start at the bottom of my brow and shape that up first, and then I'll go in to the top so I can then start filling in the rest. So kind of like drawing in the lines. And I get really quiet and focused on my brows because brows shape the face, so don't want any sudden movements. And I want to make sure that I'm putting the product in all the right places because it would be such a shame to just have like product just scattered everywhere and I have to like go in and clean it up too much. So I want to make sure I'm focusing on areas where the product can just be like blended in a bit more. If I have excess product, then I could just like take whatever was left from the top or the bottom and then start to fill in any hairs from there. So see, I didn't use too much product and I won't have to do too much cleaning up on this brow because of it. So if you see what I'm doing, this will take you a long way in your brow routine. I think this product is amazing. It does have like waterproof qualities to it, so you can see the difference between this brow and this brow. And I haven't really done too much to bring out how everything looks. So I decided to just take this brush like that. wipe any excess product on the side, and then I go back in to fill in my brows. Starting from the bottom, like this. And then go to the top. And start to brush upwards when we come to the front of any product that's left over. Don't want to make your brows too boxy. Just use like leftover product in here to get a nice feathered look at the front. But I do like definition on my tails. So like this. This is where we are at so far. And I'll go back in with the spoolie to just feather it out a bit more. I don't want the brows to look too harsh. But this is the product in a black brown, because I do like that coloring on my brows more than anything. I think I brushed it off too much, so I'm just gonna have to go back in more time to add in a bit more definition. But all in all, I'm pretty happy and impressed with the results of this. I've never used a brow gel like this. I've done like brow pencils and stuff in the past, or like the brow pomades, but this one has been different and great at the same time. It was an adjustment at first. I was like, oh my god, how am I going to use this? How am I going to get my brows to look like this? But all in all, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. And the product sits seamlessly on the face, which is cool. All right, after that, I go in to doing my, what do you call it, concealer. So I'm going to use concealer to just clean up my brows once I find my concealer brush. Where art thou? Found it. Right. Concealer I use, it's Ilia Beauty. So here. And this concealer is in the color Birch, I believe. So I'll go in to clean up my brows, starting from the bottom. Ooh, got too quiet, sorry. So I'm still cleaning up the brows. I'm gonna get really focused here. Like I said earlier, brows shape the face, so I do put a lot of intention and focus into this step just to ensure that I'm not going back in and cleaning up too much, and everything flows seamlessly. Promise you I'm gonna clean it up. I'm not gonna look crazy like this the whole time. Um, so starting off like that. We'll then move into using a fluffer brush. I have that one, but I also have this amazing one from the brand Vapor Beauty that I was using earlier to just put the, the foundation. I just like to use one of these and just make sure I don't have any excess product in the back there. So I'll use this detailer brush, and I believe I have it here to share. So this one is sold out right now, but there's the crease brush that I'm using. So the crease brush, I'm just going to blend as much as possible in these areas. Blend. So blend it so you don't see the harsh lines there. And then I'll go back in with the beauty blender that I was using to just make sure that, like, anything left is fully accounted for. And then the foundation just blends on top there. I have this amazing mirror. It helps me just see things. Because to look at the camera and do your makeup is two different things. Gotta check if the color is matching or not on this. I'm happy with the color match. So now that I've done that, next step would be to use my concealer. This is a rose ink concealer. I love this. So I put a little bit here, a little bit there, put some on the bridge of my nose. Bridge of my nose. Some here and here. And just a moment, I want to share with you. Do I do it like this? Actually, so back to it. One of the things I really love, in the meantime, as my concealer, I like it to like sink into my skin and get like dried down a little bit. This helps blend it a bit more seamlessly. So what I like to do, because like after I blend this, I'm gonna just set my powder and everything. I like to put a lip oil on just to help moisturize my lips, as that would be like the final step in doing my lips, to complete the look. So let me grab this lip oil from OG Luxury Organics, which is amazing. All right, I'm back. All right, so this is the OG Luxury Organics lip oil, sculpted lip oil. It's not sculpted because I've been using it so much, but it's a twist bottom, and you can see it comes out. This is made of like certified organic ingredients. It does have a bit of a pepperminty feel and taste to it, but it doesn't burn or sting. It's very subtle. I enjoy using this even outside of my makeup routine process, like even when I'm like going to sleep, to just like hydrate my lips and keep it like nice and slick and smooth. Um, so now that my concealer is drying down a bit, I start usually from the bottom here, like this. I'll go in right here, and on that. Then I'll take it from this, the bridge of my nose, and blend it up. Okay. You can feel the concealer has dried down a little bit, which is the best, so that the color does come out and pop. Make sure the lines blend, no harsh lines throughout. Now for the under eye, very important. I like my concealer to pop, so gotta make sure that I blend this under eye down. Like this. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at this side. To this side. You see how that just lifts and highlights? Amazing. And I'll do this side. Okay. Concealer loading. Just gonna do one more quick dab on both sides. I told you I like a bright under eye, so I go in. Right. This one doesn't need to like set down as much as the first layer, because the first layer was just about laying the base to brighten. This one is just about filling in any like spots that may have not been blended, so it has a nice second finish to it. Okay. And gives me like a nice satin smooth look. After doing that, I just want to make sure I don't have any harsh lines on the concealer. So I'll just go back in with the bottle of a beauty blender where I was using it to blend out my foundation, to just make sure the lines of the concealer are blended out just as much. Alright, that's concealer. Now moving on to contour. So for contour, I use RMS Beauty concealer, and I've had this one for a while. I think it's 111 is the skin color, the color. And I like to go in with a contour brush like this, and I'll dab that in and just press that in to help me sculpt this a bit more. So you can see that. So I'll press it in to help with sculpting. Press, press, press.
that. Next up, I'll use this detailer brush
as well to just help bring out the bridge of my nose. Makeup artist told me that I should tap in, not
like streak it.
So just want to tap this in, try this technique out versus doing a streaking motion. And I think it's best because it definitely gives more of a softer finish versus a harsh finish in lines. Contouring is supposed to blend in. It's not supposed to just like stand out on its own. So I just want to be mindful of that. So now I've put a bit of contour on my nose and my cheekbones. We are getting into the final steps, but I still do like to go back in with the Beauty Blender and blend this out a little bit more so that I'm making sure those lines disappear. We don't like harsh lines in our makeup, only in our boundaries. My favorites for setting powder is Laura Mercier. Cannot beat her. You can try, but I always come back to the girls. So for a clean setting powder, this is where I struggle a bit to find one that works the best because it usually is too cakey and doesn't sit well. Like Laura Mercier, I could like brush her off, dust her off, and she'll be fine. But I've had ones that like literally just like sink in and I can't do anything after that. Like I have to put so much of the face powder on top to blend it out that it's ridiculous. So I don't even try it anymore. But here is an amazing brush from Vapor Beauty that I use in order to blend out the powder after I'm done letting it set in. Still using my beauty blender to just get into these areas wherever I had foundation or concealer. I put it under my contour line just to help bring out my cheekbones in this. I know I look very crazy and dusty right now, but I promise you it's going to all come together very soon. Yep, and I did use the Vapor Beauty foundation as the base for this, so we're gonna
show you
how clean beauty can be just as effective in the process of getting your foundation routine in this space. I'm not afraid to just like test out new things. But as this is setting on my face, I like to use this blush from Wonder 2. And this is in the color Plummy. So it's just like that. And it opens pretty easily. So we have this color here, which is just as it says, it's nice and plummy. I'll use this on my cheeks just to help bring out the contour a bit more. And tap, 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 dust, 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 pat, pat, pat. So this will help bring out the contour. Now we have setting powder there, but as we blend it in the next step, you'll see how much it helps bring out the contour so you can get into these lush cheekbones. After doing that, I also go in with another powder. This is a Mocha Mami from Fenty Beauty. I will use that to set the spaces that I want to contour. So this is a bronzer that I just like to use to come in and help take this on down. Boop, boop, boop. another S. And then coming back in to the space that I put contour for my nose. Makeup artist taught me to pat in versus drawing a harsh line. So using this technique to also help bring out my nose.
The direction we're
going into still a little spontaneous. This is a clean beauty eyeshadow palette from Aether Beauty. It was inspired by, I believe, crystals. This doesn't have any magnets or mirrors in there because it's more sustainable to not have those products there. And I'll just go in my lid with a color, just a nice like neutral brown color to help bring out my eyes a little bit more. So it's just not like so plain. So I'll just take this brown, this brown right here, and I'm gonna brush that all over my eyelid. So just adds a nice definition between lid. Really simple. And to be quite honest, I really don't know how to do eyeshadow, so I keep it very simple. So either one color or two colors, and that's that. To do a cut crease, soft glam, all that, I'm not the girl. To do a tutorial on that for you, but I can't direct you to the girls because I watch their tutorials all the time. And I have what they call hooded eyes, so my lids are always going to have that extra bit of flesh there that doesn't really allow it to really have that like opening pop to it. So my eyes are already small too, so just gonna have to bear with me in this. Okay. Still crazy with all this powder on my face, but this is what really helps me keep my makeup going through the night. Like I said, I have a wedding today, so I just want to make sure that I am coming out stunning. So here is just representing this again. Here's the Vapor Beauty brush, powder brush. It's pretty big and it's really light and fluffy. You can see, and it's fibers. I just use this to just like dust off any excess powder, like that.
in my foundation routine. And then here is
Kosa's cloud setting powder in Silky. You could use this brush, this powder brush, just like this, test it, and then pat it in to the face. It's really good for patting product in. Blending, not so much. But if you want to pat, she's a girl. Pat, 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 pat. Pat it in. I feel more comfortable going into blend, just because the colors need to kind of like set, I feel. Times. So here we are. I said that she's not the best for blending, but she actually is once you set a foundation of patting the product in. So I've patted these in. Just going to come back to putting in the color back into my cheeks with the blush brush. I dare you to say blush brush 10 times fast. Dare you. I just had it. Where did it go? Here it is. So going back in with Plummy from Wonder Beauty. Let me share with you Plummy once more. There we go. Going back in with Plummy, adding this color to my cheeks. Help bring the definition back in and create that contrast. And then going back in with a lastly, I like to finish this look with Ilia Beauty's. It's a cream illuminator called Be Enchanted Gold Glisten Plus Glow Skin Illuminator. I use it as my highlighter. And just gonna find my highlighter brush to apply it. Beep. Found my highlighter brush. Just taking it in on the side, add that sheerness to it.
Listen. After that is finished, close it up, put my makeups away. And go back in to finish off my face with a setting spray. So the setting spray that I'll be using today, this one is from Ilia. It's a blue light setting spray. Fancy. Use that one first, and then here's one from Lila B. Keep my eyes closed and just let this sink in to the face. So, there you have it.
Here's my clean beauty skin, not skin, but makeup routine. It's such a pleasure sharing that with you today. I'm going to finish off this look off camera where I'll be going in with a lip gloss, and then I'll do that. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you next Saturday. Bye.